spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Huskers will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Northwestern's offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Scanning the field. It's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He'll pitch it. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Mano a mano, the offensive line gets it done. Driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Gray. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I really don't understand the play call. Calling it like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting the quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He might want another play. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hansen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
From the gun, the running back looking for Rhodes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass is complete near the sideline, but they'll lose yardage. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Markway to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Finds his man. It's Connor. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
Touchdown, Husker! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Lots of running room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. Anderson with the carry. He's in open space downfield. Wide open spaces. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Great job on the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Gray. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the returner is stopped. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! Then they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Dropping back, it's Gray. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchison. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped, and that one is picked off in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Snagged out of the air. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Ready. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Now the pitch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's going up top, and he reels it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touchdown, Husker! Fit it in the window for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Plucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
To throw, it's Gray. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly on the move. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Northwestern. Getting set for the point after. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Cornhuskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Creates a little space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Ives. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense has it. They're on the move. He's loose down the middle. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Northwestern, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air. It's Raiola. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bonner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for room. It's I. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Quickly complete. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass. It's Gray. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. A little release to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
It's complete. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Bonner. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game.
He smashes his way through again. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hutchinson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Flips it out in the flat. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the...
They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the 2nd half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. He'll have to shake off that last sack. It's 3rd and goal from the 15. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Gray. That's caught, it's Hutchison. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in, it's Covey. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Nelson. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.